Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's another edition of Kenzo's Reviews. I am your host, Kenzo. Wonderful day with the last couple of days of the year. And I gotta say, as a collector, man, it was a great year, wasn't it? So, the two figures I will be opening and reviewing today, I'm gonna go ahead and do both in one video. We've got Masters of the Universe Thunder Punch HeMan and King Hiss. These are deluxe figure sets from the Masters of the Universe Origins line. Overall, the first look, as you can see, the box Origins has always done very well. I like the design on even the blister with the little snake skin here down below. And this, it seems as though, is going to be the first figure with the gimmick included. We'll go ahead and look into that further with the HeMan actually having the twisting waist that will snap back at you, which is awesome. I've always loved the old gimmicks. However, the King Hiss, positives, negatives to look at right away. It is not like our old one in the 80s where you just take off the top and the back is, and the insides come out with the snake. However, it seems as though the arms are quite large compared to the old one. So, a little give and take. But overall, I'm excited. So, let's get this started and get these bad boys open. All right, out of respect to the mock collectors, I did not tear into it too bad, and I definitely didn't do it in front of you guys. So, we have, first things first, our little paper showing the interchangeable parts, which looks like on this one, your head, your hands, and your shoes. That's about it. Boots come off. Of course, the boots have the little white on top. We have our vac metal shield for HeMan. We've got our punching power piece. And we have our first golden sword for this particular line, I believe. I have not seen a golden sword like this yet, so looks pretty cool. And we have our figure. I will go ahead and, well, the X-Acto knife is in hand. Alright, that was pretty simple. HeMan actually only had two little pieces holding him in. So we've got our punching hand with the closed fist, and then our weapon yielding hand here with our nice golden that golden sword is cool. Now it looks like the face sculpt is kind of basic. It's kind of standard issue. Now, for some reason, and I spoke with a friend about this, it seemed as though the face looked a little bit better, but I think it might just be the entire figure that makes it look better, because I think that head is pretty standard. So you've got your standard issue vintage style, not exactly vintage, but vintage style head sculpt. And armor is love the armor, definitely a different look. We still have that back piece, which I believe used to house the popping pieces, but I believe the I don't know, the shield, I mean, it's, you know, it's made to hold, I believe it's made to hold our sword as well. But it's, I don't know. I mean, the vac metal's cool, but it's probably one of the uglier shields that's been made. But I guess if you're going to do that, you can kind of put them both in there. So anyway, so I'm not going to put that in. So the big question is, let's see the POW. Let's take a look and let's listen. Ready for it? Feel the tightness. There we go, baby. Isn't it funny that when you get all the Origins figures and they don't have it, you want it so bad, even though it's just something simple like a pop. Granted, we got our super pop last with the old one. Excuse me, but this one, extremely happy with. Love the look. Love the, finally got the popping gimmick. And overall, happy. I mean, yeah, oh, look, got another HeMan, but this one is definitely worth getting. Granted, of course, we're back up to, I think, the Walmart. See, I had these pre-ordered on Walmart's website, and they were still at 21. Granted, that order is now on delayed status. It hasn't been canceled. Fingers crossed that it doesn't get canceled, because I'm opening these solely because I have a pretty good idea, or well, I have a pre-order, so I figured I'll get these opened up because I have the other set coming that I will keep mint on card. All right, next up, Mr. King Hiss. Let's get him going. These seem to have been pretty easy to kind of open up from the bottom here. Definitely easy way to do it. Simple. And you save your card pretty much. King Hiss has 4 attachments here. So bear with me real quick. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to be off camera, but I don't really want to hold it up while I hold my X-Acto knife close to my fingers, because then I might come up with a little bit more off than I bargained for. Okay. X-Acto knife has done its job. And we're looking at that standard look. I mean, it goes all the way through, and you have the figure from the vintage. That same kind of, like, you know, you could tell it's kind of a mask. It's got the yellow underneath here, which I would imagine once you take it off, that's going to be your yellow for the snake body. So if you can see, this is like an armor. This is a little different because, of course, the other one is just kind of clicks. But this still has a softer material. Like some of the... Oops, sorry about that, guys. I bumped you here. So we'll take that off. And as you can see, this one might be something cool to be interchangeable. You want to throw one on something. And dude, this will be a really cool kit bash if you have some ideas of making another snake warrior of some sort. Sorry, I didn't go with the weapons first. So we got your weapons, which is kind of your same standard look all the way through the years for the snake weapons. And then you've got your snake shield. And then the other extra parts is going to be your snake head. And this is what I was talking about. The arms are a lot bigger than the old vintage. Even the snake part of it, the head of it, is quite a bit bigger. So with that being said, go ahead and put our snake, and this does articulate down, so you do have a little bit of a joint there, so you don't have that driving an invisible motorcycle look. And then you're popping your head on, and there you have it. What do you think, guys? I think it's pretty cool. Definitely a different look than the vintage. Of course, you can. That's another thing you can do on this that you couldn't before. You can turn the head and snap to the side if you're playing. Very, very cool. You know, I was a little bit meh about it just because I know it didn't have that feature that the old one had, but actually pretty happy with it. Really cool set. And I know a lot of people have been getting their pre-orders from Big Bad Toy Store. That is where these came from. I did order, which is funny. I had all of them sent the same time from the pile of loot, and my 2 movie edition figures are still not here. One is supposed to be here today. One said it was delayed because of weather until the 4th, which is funny to me because it was sent the same time these were. So go figure. But anyway, so getting those back off, pretty simple to do. Here's the bottom of it with the connector. He's pretty cool. He's cool. I've always liked King Hiss. I've always been a fan. I really liked what Classics did with that 2-pack with him and Snake Armor He-Man together. That version of Snake Man is really cool. He's like older version, like longer face, and it actually looks like a character's face as opposed to looking like that kind of statue face that we've always known from the vintage. So putting him back together to give you an idea of what he looks like with his shield and his staff. I believe it's a little lower there, Kenzo. What do you think? Am I doing it right or doing it wrong? I tend to do things wrong quite a bit. Alright, so here we go. Boots are really cool looking with the brown. Got that nice color that pops with the green and the red. And of course his weapon. Come on, Kenzo, let's get these shoes right. Not perfect, but it'll do. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Alright, so overall, happy. Very happy with the purchase. Very happy with these 2 figures. Definitely a good addition to the collection. And last but not least, I will go ahead and not spoil anything, because I hear there's a pretty cool writer that we actually know. Me and my buddy Ray over at Collecting Classics. So I believe this may be one of Josh's, because he Joshua Sky, who actually wrote the Snake Men, or the comic for Wave 11, I believe, which was for Boltman. But this is the next one, which is Heart of the Snake. Amazing artwork, of course. I will not read the story to let you guys read it yourselves when you get it, but it shows your 6 on the back, so I do believe this would be one of Josh's comics, but we will see. I'm not 100% certain, so if you're out there, buddy, doing a great job. So that'll do it. Go ahead and take some pictures for you guys, and we will be done with this. I appreciate you guys, whoever stayed for the entire video. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. It means a lot, and I truly am thankful for all of you. So community is awesome, and just help each other out. Look out for each other. If somebody's looking for something they don't have, and something you might look for later on down the road that you don't have, let's take care of each other, guys. With that being said, I will wish you all a happy new year, and y'all be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Take a cab, take an Uber, and stay safe. Love you guys.